Hey everybody, welcome to 12 Times Awkward this week. I am sorry the lighting is horrible in my room, but just gonna have to deal with it. So this past weekend, I went to a concert called Winter Jam, and it's this really cool deal with like 10 really cool artists, not like the most famous artists, but like cool artists, and they put on a concert for everybody, and you can go around after the concert and like meet some of them and buy stuff. And so it's a really cool experience, and I will be vlogging the whole thing for you. So let's get started. So I had a VIP pass, and so me and my friends got in an hour and a half early, and we got to like walk around and like get something to eat and sit down and pick our seats. And we got by the stage, sorta, and by the smaller stage. And they also, some of the artists came out and they did like a small Q&A. And I guess that was pretty cool. It only lasted like 15 minutes. But then like the opening act came out, and they were Veridia. And they're a Christian like rock band. And all these bands are Christian bands, and you might not be into that. And but I thought it was pretty cool. And so, like, this girl, I mean, like, we saw her in the hall, and I didn't actually know who she was, so she was just dressed like this, like, punk rock chick, and I was like, okay, I mean, and then she, like, went on stage, and I was like, oh, she's part of a band, and so I'm gonna show you a little video of them, and so the next band that came on was a band called About a Mile, and I really enjoyed them. They actually came outside while people were waiting in line and like kind of sang to us while we were just staying there for an hour and a half. And their name is pretty cool because like when they told me about it, they said when like Jesus died on the cross, he had to carry his cross before he was crucified about a mile. And so they're like, so we call ourselves About a Mile. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's cool that you have a story to go with it. It was a really cool, like, deal, I thought. So. This next artist is two Australian guys, and they're called For King and Country. And they are like my favorites. They were like my favorites because they like ran around and they like came right by us and sang by us. And then after this, and Australian accent's my favorite anyways. So, and I got to meet one of them afterwards, and it was super exciting. And I will totally add those pictures because they're adorable. And so. So I loved them, and this next band is a band called New Song, and they're pretty famous. Oh, by the way, For King and Country has won 2 Grammys, and I didn't know that, and they told me that, and I was like, wow, y'all are cool. Anyways, so this next one is called New Song, and they're kind of older guys. They're not exactly like young, but they're not like super old either, and they're really passionate, and they're really So this next one is actually one of my favorite bands because they're so fun, and they're called Family Force 5, and they always have like really fun music. It's not like real serious or anything. But I will tell you that when we met them, they are jerks, which is ironic because they're Christian artists and they're supposed to like love. I don't know. We met them and they were really rude to us. So that was kind of a bummer, but I still love the music, and I have a few videos actually of them. So yeah, those guys are really cool, and our cheerleaders. We actually used that last song, Chainsaw, in the state cheer routine this year, so that was cool. So this next band is called Building 429, and they're really cool, and I've met them before, and they're some of the nicest people. And the dude came out in like a shiny silver suit, and so we were like really excited for whatever he was about to do. There is no such thing. Come on. There is no such thing. next guy's name is Jeremy Camp, and he's actually pretty famous. I think he has the #1 album for like 2 weeks in like the Christian category, which is decent for, I mean, he, I think, has also won some awards, so he's really cool.
How hard your fight has been, I'll keep the pain within.
Alright, the next performer is a girl named Francesca Battistelli, and I love her so much. She's so talented, and she plays the ukulele, piano, everything, and she's so sweet and down to earth. And she sang a really popular song, but just kind of changed it a little bit. I don't know. The Best Day of My Life, and so here. This last artist is a heavy metal band, and they're called Skillet, and they're famous. And I'm sad my best friend isn't here to do this video with me because she's a super huge fan of them, and she was there, and she was so excited when they came on, and and then, so I mean, it was just really cool for her to get to see one of her favorite bands, and they're pretty legit. Thank you all for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed all the artists and stuff. I hope you'll look them up if you liked the 10-second clip. I'm sorry there's not more, but I have more. It would just make the video way too long. But feel free to look them up, and if you liked this video, like it with a thumb, and comment if you liked any of the bands. Please check out my other videos and the other girls' videos, and subscribe because our special surprise at 200. And I'm going to include one last picture at the end with me and the Australian guy that I was like dying because I love Australians, and he was the nicest person like I have ever met in my entire life. It was fantastic. Alright, see you next week. Bye!